Three of the four terrorists arrested in New York were American citizens. Do you think there's greater threat to the United States from homegrown terrorists or from foreign militants?
Well, honestly, that was really shocking to hear that it was American citizens. So, yes, I think that that's something that needs to be looked at.
Well, it depends because a homegrown terrorist would have a real inside track, possibly, to what he wants to terrorize.
Most likely from foreign militants.
Why is that?
Well, I'd like to believe that people who grow up in the U.S. are exposed to a certain amount of civic education and tolerance, and they go to schools and are exposed to different viewpoints.
It's a combination of both. I think there's great pressure from outside the U.S., but there's also internal challenges as well.
Should security at places of worship in the U.S. be tighter?
Yes,
Why?
because those are prime targets too. People can go in places of worship in disguise, and that would be a perfect place to target.
No, because, I mean, you're talking like a church or a synagogue or maybe a mosque. To have armed guards protecting the door really sort of takes away from the whole sanctuary aspect of, like, you know, one of those edifices.
You know, unfortunately, our society is off track, and there's no telling what people will do at any given time. So I think security should be tighter. It's a sad fact.
We can't keep everything under lock and key and gun. I don't know how it could be done.
How likely do you think it is that another terrorist attack will happen in the U.S.?
Oh, I hope not. I think it's unlikely, but there's always a chance that it could happen. I think it's highly unlikely.
Well, I think it's inevitable. I mean, we live in a time when people use violence to forward their agendas, so eventually it will happen again.
I have no idea. I feel, quite secure, so I don't think the chances are very high. But, the terrorists need to be lucky once. We need to be lucky all the time.
Something will happen. Something will happen again. It could be another Timothy McVeigh. It could be another 9/11. Something will happen again.